Hey guys, we got about 5 or 6 things we got to do today, and we're gonna start with feeding our heifers. We actually just got rid of our bowls. As you can see, that lot is empty, and so we only have to make 1 load of feed that, and then we got a dart one. I got to hang up some fly control dust bags, and then we got to change oil, and we got to work on our soybean header. So right here inside the shed, we have 2 buckets. We have these protein pellets, and we also have that mineral. And for this load, for these 2 pens of heifers, we do 40 pounds, and our pellet bin's getting a little low. But we do 40 pounds of pellets, and this bucket completely full right here, we know is 35 pounds. So I'm gonna fill it pretty good, and then fill the other bucket a little bit to equal 40 pounds. So once I have what I think is about 40 pounds in there, I know the ration needs 10 pounds of mineral, and each scoop we know is 3 pounds. So I'm just gonna do 3 healthy scoops to get 9. And then 1 more scoop, a little bit, to get that last 1 pound. So we have a couple different ingredients that we use every day. Right here we have our ground pile of hay, and that's a mix of alfalfa and grass hay. And some years when we know we don't have very much alfalfa or grass hay, we'll bale a lot of corn stalk bales, and then we'll grind those in there. Our second ingredient, we put corn in. We use a lot of corn. Around harvest time, we do wet corn. It's about 25% moisture, and we grind it and we put it in here, we pack it, throw a piece of plastic over top of it to keep its quality up. And so we about fill this. You can kind of see the line right here starting to come down. So we put quite a few bushels of corn in here, ground wet corn, and then after we get that empty, we just start putting in this dry corn, about 15% moisture in here. Our third ingredient that we throw in is the silage. This is sorghum silage. We cut sorghum because sorghum seed is a lot cheaper than corn, and so that's why we choose sorghum. It turns out well, it's good quality stuff, and this year we're gonna have a lot of sorghum to cut and put in this pit. I know we have a bad eye somewhere, and so I gotta go make a dart that animal. She just has a bad eye, and we'll give her 10 cc's of penicillin. This heifer's left eye was watering, and it was squinting. You can tell it was in the early stages of pink eye, but that dart should take care of it. Here we have a Prozac dust applicator bag, and in it you can see there's some powder down here. When cattle rub on it, you can see the powder's kind of coming out. This is a method of fly control that we've been using in our feedlots right now. And one of our bags actually bit the dust, and the outside cover tore off of it, and so we bought a new one. We're gonna put it out in that north lot and tie it up, and that'll help take care of them flies that are vectors for pink eye. And so we think it's a good preventative measure that we can take to help control pink eye. So this bag has permethrin in it, which is a pretty known fly killer. And when the cattle come in here, rub their faces on it, rub their bodies on it, it'll leave that dust. And then anytime a fly goes on them, gets that in their system, it'll die. And so that'll keep a lot of flies off these animals. And not only that, but some of the dust will fall on the ground like that. And so in this entire area where the dust is laying on the ground, there'll be a lot less flies and it'll be a lot nicer for the cattle. Up next, we want to get that four-wheel drive out of here, and we want to change the oil. The 7215, anytime we have this tractor sit here for a while, we gotta jump it. And so I got it hooked up, it's charging right now. And then I'll move this and the drill, and then I'll pull that tractor out. All right, let's give her a try. Woo! If you've watched my machinery tour, I would have talked about how we put this 7215R on our grain cart. But this year, with all the moisture, we've decided that it's too risky. We'll probably get stuck. And so we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna put our 9230 on the grain cart, because it's got a lot more tires on it and it's got more power, and so it should be able to power through those wet spots. Let's fire the beast up. As I'm waiting for my dad, he's got some business going on, and so I'm gonna give this thing a wash since I got it parked up next to the pressure washer. Dry off, Dad and I are headed over to our bean head, which is out the south farm. It's missing a bunch of these fingers. Towards the end of harvest last year, we were actually having quite a hard time getting it into the feeder house because we were missing so many of these. And so we got a box of 12 of them. That should be a few extra than what we need, and so we're gonna go put those on. So here we can see we're missing one here, this one's there, and we're missing these next three. And so there's quite a few missing. And I'm not sure how many other we have missing, but we're just gonna hit them one by one. Oh, my finger. So we pull out this pin, and then the piece comes out. So we have to do that for every one that's broken. Hopefully there's not a mouse in there. Together, Dad and I have done 5, and right here we can see this one's broken, and then this one, and this one are all missing. So we'll get them done. We should have enough. And I don't think we've checked, but there's still some that go on either side all the way down, and we'll have to see if those are still in there. So we're done in the middle. We've used all but one, and we noticed that there's one missing about right there, and then there's one more missing all the way down. And so we're gonna have to wait. It'd be really hard to get at them right now. We're gonna have to wait till it's hooked up to the combine so we can raise the reel and get at it easy. Well, I'm gonna start heading down the road with the 9230. Gives the oil a chance to heat up. That way it'll run out quicker. And then we'll change the oil on it, drive it back home. Looks like I did a really bad job up on the hood. So that's cool. It only took me an hour to pressure wash it off. Talk, know what you want and what you like. So it shows here 9230. We need 7.4 gallons of engine oil. Pretty simple. Now we need to start draining it. We got 2 buckets. Dad's got the 5-gallon buckets right here. And we will get the plug open, get the stuff flowing. We got a lot accomplished today. We started with feeding cattle. We do that every day. And then we got that dust bag hung up. We worked on our bean head. We got 11 fingers put in. We need to do 2 more. We got this thing cleaned off. Lastly, we changed oil on it. So it was a pretty productive day. Not even 2 o'clock yet. And so I'm going to take this home. Looks like we have some storm coming. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. See you later.